Hello and welcome to my Weekly Geekery, the show in which I talk about what's been going on in my geeky world over the past 7 days. Months and months and months ago I mentioned that a Groundhog Day musical was in the works. Well, today I have more news on that. The stage musical will be written by Danny Rubin, who also wrote the screenplay for the film, with music by Tim Minchin, and it will be directed by Matthew Walkus. Previews begin on January the 23rd, 2017, and the show is due to open on Broadway on March the 9th. I would love to see it. You know how I mentioned last week that several live-action Disney adaptations are in the works? Well, we can add something else to the list: Pinocchio. The live-action version of the 1940 film will be written by Peter Hedges, and more news when I hear it. Another adaptation of Pinocchio is in the works, actually, a stop-motion animation by Guillermo del Toro. E4 has commissioned 2 new sci-fi comedy dramas which will come to the channel over the next year or so. The first is Tripped, a show which used to have a life as Alt, which I talked about on Geekery a few months ago. The show now stars Blake Harrison and George Webster as Danny and Milo, who find themselves tripping between parallel universe versions of their own lives whilst running from an assassin. Sounds like fun. It will have 4 hour-long episodes. The other show is called Aliens and is about an Earth where aliens have been forced into segregated ghettos away from humans for 40 years. This one will have 6 hour-long episodes. Looks like some good things are coming to E4 in the future. Some cast members have been announced for BBC One's upcoming drama Capital. Toby Jones and Leslie Sharp will star, with Wunmi Masaku, Adil Akhtar, Rachel Sterling, Gemma Jones, Robert Ems, Brian Dick, Shabana Azmi, Zrinka Svitashik and Vladislav Kaim. The 3-part drama will be directed by Eros Lynn and adapted by Peter Bowker from the novel of the same name. It follows the residents of a South London street after they all receive anonymous postcards saying, "We want what you have." Great cast. And finally, in Mouse Mention, something which is on TV soon now which might be quite good, Game of Thrones returns on Monday the 13th of April at 9 PM on Sky Atlantic. Unsurprisingly, I am pretty excited about this. Also, Atlantis returns on Saturday the 11th of April at 7:45 PM on BBC One after a mid-season break. There are only 7 episodes of the show left to air ever, so let's make the most of it while it's here. It looks like it's going to be good. This has been my Weekly Geekery.